Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. I'm Pam and this is Pam's Motorhome News. On the topics today, there is plans for a new motorhome Aire in New Ross, County Wexford, green light for major Donegal caravan and motorhome park, campervan driver has a lucky escape in County Clare after a vehicle was blown across the road near the Cliffs of Moher. And in other news, abroad in Europe, in January 2026, they will be replacing the warning triangles that we use when we're abroad in Spain. Do you know, if that happens, we put out a warning triangle. Well, them triangles are being replaced with V16 flashing beacons. They will be replaced in 2026. Plans for new motorhome park in New Ross move a step closer. The council are getting into gear with plans to drive on with a motorhome park in New Ross beside Aldi. The matter was raised in a report by area manager Alan Fitzhenry at Wednesday's New Ross Municipal District meeting. The screening report for development of a motorhome park at Marsh Meadows in New Ross has been received by Wexford County Council. Part of the documents will now be prepared with a plan to bring it before the members within the Q3 of 2023. The meeting heard the motorhome park will have between 24 and 50 bays. Councillor Michael Whelan welcomed the news, saying it will add to New Ross' attractiveness. I think it's something that will be used, and if positioned rightly, it will bring a lot of people into the area. Councillor John Fleming said the park would be ideal for people travelling to and from Rosslare Europort ahead of early ferry crossings. District Director Eamon Hoare said DFDS, the world's leading ferry operator, are interested in offering a free night at a motorhome park to customers, adding that this would work great in New Ross, which it would. More Aires, the better. Green light for major North Donegal caravan and motorhome park. Donegal County Council has given the green light for a major new caravan and motorhome park in Dunfanaghy. Margaret Stewart has been granted permission with condition for the development at Kill. The proposed project will include construction of a caravan and motorhome and camping park to include 10 designated motorhome pitches and 65 static caravan pitches. It will also include a facility building with reception area, toilets and showers, and construction of access to roadway previously granted. This happened just before Christmas. Lucky escape for motorists after campervan blown across busy road and through a stone wall during stormy conditions. The shocking incident occurred at 2 p.m. on the main R478 Lahinch to Doolin Coast Road in County Clare. The motorist had a lucky escape after his campervan was blown across the busy road. The vehicle was blown over where the busy route crosses the high point of the Cliffs of Moher. Units of Clare County Fire and Rescue Service from Ennistingham Station, National Ambulance Service, paramedics and Gardaí responded to the scene. Fortunately, the male driver of the vehicle managed to escape uninjured. It appears the campervan was blown across the road through a stone wall before coming to rest on its side. Luckily, there was no oncoming traffic at the time. The area where the incident occurred is prone to high winds and has seen vehicles blown off the road in the same locations in the past. In February 2020, a driver escaped injury after his van was blown off the road and overturned into a field at the same location. While the road past the iconic 700 feet cliffs is sheltered for the most part, at the top of the hill, the land from the cliff edge opens up to leaving roads is exposed to the Atlantic winds. Fire crews remained at the scene for a time but were stood down while arrangements were made to source a heavy lift crane to remove the campervan. It's expected to arrive at the scene at around 5 p.m. when fire crew are due to return to assist the safe removal of the campervan. On January the 1st, 2026, V16 flashing beacons will replace the old warning triangles and will become mandatory in Spain, as well as providing a view up to 1,000 metres away. These lights are much more safer for drivers since they can be placed on the roof through the window, removing the risk of motorists stepping out onto the road. Since the start of 2023, the use of V16 emergency warning beacons on vehicles in Spain have been approved by Spanish traffic authorities. The Directive General for Traffic, the two types of beacons are now legal analog and connect. A connect device means that other drivers are not only alerted to a problem by a flashing light, but the DGT is also alerted virtually. The connected V16 lights are already a legal requirement for hazard warning triangles and will be mandatory from the 1st of January 2026. Analogs warning lights, which have been on the market for several years, and triangles can only be used until the 31st of December 2025. In the event of an accident or a breakdown, when the beacon is activated, a notification is sent immediately, automatically and anonymously to the DGT Traffic Control Centre, indicating its exact location, and the information is shared in real time through DGT 3.0 platform and the national access point to other road users. In this way, road users will have prior access to information about any incidents along their journey via notifications that will appear on roadside information panels on their phones and in connected cars. The cost of device communications will be included in the retail price and will be guaranteed to last 12 years. Personal details are not required because the connectivity is included in the price of the device. The information received by the DGT is anonymous. The beacon only informs the DGT 3.0 about the geolocation of the vehicle that has had an incident on the road. The beacon device will remain inactive until the user switches it off due to an incident. Only then it will activate and send vehicle geolocation data to the DGT Traffic Control Centre. Information on the location of the incident's vehicles will be sent every 100 seconds and will stop being sent once the beacon is deactivated. These beacons are powered by commercially available batteries provided by a minimum of 2.5 hours of battery life in an emergency mode. These types of batteries do not suffer from sulfur corrosion, retain more than 80% of their capacity for up to 4 years. And I'm sure most of you are already aware, from the 1st of January 2021, all vehicles over 3.5 tonne entering France must display a blind spot safety sign on their vans. It's these, you might have already seen them on trucks and lorries and all that going around, but people already probably know them already. Just to make sure that people there who don't know, you need these if your van is over 3.5 tonne. For other people that are not really sure when they go abroad about what apps and Aires and stuff like that, we would recommend you use the search. This is what we use. We use Search for Sites app. It shows all campsites and Aires and free stopovers all over Europe. We also use the camping car park Aires in France. It's a card that you can buy at the machine or you can buy online. It was €4. Now I believe it's €5. You can buy that, as I said, online or at the machine. You top up the card and the money that's in that card will last for the lifetime of the card. The money stays in that card, and you swipe to get into the camping car park Aires and campsites, because some of the camping car park Aires have now taken over campsites. But you swipe that card to get in and you swipe the card to get out. So that's camping car park Aires. I'll put all the links to all this below. We also use France Passion sites when we're abroad. They are a network of farmland wineries that you can stay on their land for free, but as a thank you and a gesture of goodwill, it's nice to buy something off them. There's Espana Discoveries is another one as well. If you're in Spain, they're kind of like France Passion again, where you can stay on their land for free, buy something as a thank you. Okay, these are just information of driving in France. I got it from a website. I'll stick it up there just so you'll be able to have a look through it yourself. The motorways over in France are 130 kilometres per hour. Urban motorways and dual carriageways with central reservations are 110 kilometres per hour. Outside built-up areas 80 kilometres per hour. Built-up areas 50 kilometres per hour. Compulsory to carry on you while you're driving is a reflective jacket of each person in the camper van. Warning triangle, headlamp beam deflectors, winter tyres or snow chains. Compulsory in some areas during winter. the 1st of November to the 31st of March and must be used as per road signs. IRL sticker, a Crit Aire sticker, the Crit Aire sticker, they're all to do with emissions. A number of French cities now have low emission schemes and more are being added all the time. The cities include, I can't even pronounce half of them, Marseille, Paris, Strasbourg, Lille, Lyon, but I'll put them up here anyway, so you'll be able to see them because I can't pronounce half of them. If you want to drive in a restricted area where there's a permit or an emergency scheme, you will need to display the air quality certificate sticker, which is known as the Crit Aire sticker, on your windscreen. If you don't, you could be hit with on-the-spot fine starting from €68 upwards. They are different types of sticker. The type you will get depends on the emission standard of your vehicle and will dictate where you can drive. Once you get a sticker, you can drive in the city's restricted area and is valid for the lifetime of your car. Stickers only cost $4.50, including postage from the official French Environment Ministry website. It is worth digging out your vehicle registration certificate logbook before you get started if you are not familiar with your car's emission standards. While the website says stickers could arrive within 10 days of application, it could take up to 6 weeks. So take into account for that when planning your trip. So, and another thing that it doesn't mention here in France, if you have a sat nav in your car, you're not allowed to have that tip you off when there's speed cameras around. Like here in Ireland now, we get tipped off when the guards are there, our thing will start beeping. Some of them have it automatic. Ours is automatic. It'll automatically go off when we arrive in Spain. We will no longer get notifications of speed vans that are in the area. But some sat-navs don't have this automatic system. You'll have to go and turn it off and make sure that it won't alert you when you're in France. Because if you get caught with the sat-navs alerting you of areas that have speed vans, etc., you could get in for trouble. So that's that. Let me see, do they have a one for Spain? The speed limits in Spain, motorways are 120 kilometers per hour. Outside built-up areas, 90 kilometers per hour. On ordinary roads, 100 kilometers. On roads with more than one lane in each direction. Built-up areas is 30 kilometers per hour. Compulsory to carry in Spain is reflective jackets for each occupant. You won't be fined for not carrying one, but you could be for not wearing one on the road should you break down, so keep it handy. 2 warning triangles, which will be replaced in 2026 with these new beacons. A spare wheel and tools to change the wheel. IRL sticker from Ireland that stick on the back of your camper van. Headlamp beam reflectors. It's worth noting that you're not legally obliged to carry a spare pair of glasses with you if you need them to drive, as is sometimes reported. But according to Spain Director of Traffic, you could be fined if you need your glasses to drive and they are broken, so carry a spare pair is advisable. Madrid and Barcelona have permanent low emission zones, LEZ, which is many other cities in Spain have temporary LEZ. In Madrid, vehicles that qualify as zero emissions can circulate freely in the LEZ, while those qualify as eco can enter and park for a maximum of 2 hours. Those categorised as C or B can only enter to park in public or private parking spaces on a private garage. To see how cars are categorised, see the National Legal Framework section of the Madrid page on the Urban Access Regulation in Europe website. While residents are required to display a free emission sticker, this is voluntary for foreigners. However, foreigners are required to prove the environment standards of their vehicle by taking their vehicle registration certificate to Madrid City Council that looks after LEZ. The penalty for entering the LEZ with a vehicle that doesn't meet the required standards or staying longer than permitted is a €200 fine. For full information, see Madrid City Council websites in Spanish translate into English using Google Translate or similar. Barcelona, you may need to register with Barcelona metropolitan area before arriving into the city. It typically costs around €5 for a day pass, and the fine is €200. Some people go to Switzerland. Motorways in Switzerland is 120, expressways 100, outside built-up areas 80 kilometres, built-up areas 50 kilometres. Compulsory to carry is snow chains must be used where signs indicate. Warning triangles must be kept within reach, not in the boot. Motorway tax sticker. If you drive on the motorway, you will need to display a colourful vignette sticker to show you've paid tax. You must buy these in advance online, plus £8 it's saying here because it's an English site, from the official Switzerland Travel Centre. Make sure you click GBP in top right hand corner, or get them from custom office at the Swiss border. They are also sold at most Swiss post offices, petrol stations and garages. They are valid between the 1st of December of the previous year to the 31st of January of the following year. If you use the motorway without a sticker, you could be fined £180, it says there. You need an IRL sticker, a headlamp, beam deflectors. There's emission rules there as well. Oh, Portugal. Motorways in Portugal are 120, outside built-up areas are 90 kilometres, built-up areas are 50. Compulsory to carry photo ID, reflective jacket, IRL sticker, headlamp, beam reflectors, prepaid motor toll tickets. If you have to prepay tolls on many motorways in Portugal, you can do this via automised credit card system, a prepaid card activated by text message, a prepaid ticket or electronic device that you rent temporary to link to your bank account. Full info, including rates, can be found on the official Portugal Tolls website. Emission rules. Lisbon is the only city in Portugal to have low emission zones, LES, and is actually 2 zones. You can drive in Zone 1 provided your car, whether petrol or diesel, complies with Euro 2 emission standards, which generally means cars manufactured since January 1997. You can drive in Zone 2 as long as your petrol or diesel car meets Euro 1 emission standards. Those manufactured since January 1992, you're at risk of being fined at 120 in either zones if you don't comply. There's lots of information about zone availability in English, but this Lisbon City Council leaflet will give you an idea of where they are. Germany, because people do go to Germany. Motorways, 130 kilometres on some, and others there is no official speed limit, shown on circular white signs with 5 diagonal block lines. I think that's the autobahn. Outside built-up areas is 100 kilometres, built-up areas is 50 kilometres. Compulsory to carry with you is warning triangles, first aid kit, reflective jacket for each occupant. Compulsory to wear if you leave your vehicle due to an incident or breakdown. Winter tyres or snow chain compulsory in some areas during the winter or in very snow conditions. Headlamp, beam deflectors, IRL sticker, environmental badge. Emission rules. They are low emission zones in major German cities including Berlin, Frankfurt, Hamburg, Munich and Stuttgart and Cologne. I can't pronounce that. Drivers are legally required to display an emission sticker known as Unwittepickel. I can't pronounce that. To enter these zones. They are 3 colour of stickers, green, yellow and red, with the colour denoting a car's emission standard and therefore whether it can enter a particular zone. Most cities will only allow cars with green stickers to enter. If you enter a low emission zone without a sticker or a green zone with a red sticker, you could be fined €85 up. The cheapest way to buy one is from the official Berlin City website. Those stickers are valid in all LEZ across Germany. These cost €6, including postage, which allow 14 days for delivery. They only need to be replaced if they're damaged or re-registered your car. While you can also buy stickers from Vehicle Licence Authority, vehicle inspection centres and some garages, be aware that the price isn't fixed by the German government. Some places sell them for more than twice the price. So that's it today from this channel, and hopefully it's, you know, helpful to some people. And if you're not already subscribed, please subscribe and give us a thumbs up, and like and share. And thank you very much for watching, and until the next time, bye bye.